Okay, welcome to another video. It's going to be fairly short, I would imagine. And I just want to say something, guys. A lot of people think that I had, an awful lot of problems with the Flywing Huey. But really and truly, I was only coming across things that other people came across. And I was just trying to give them helpful information that maybe, something that I found out. We had a few comments on the videos and all from beautiful people. And one guy said to me today on the video that I did a few months ago about the wobble. It's called a death wobble, apparently. And he was saying that there's nothing to do with the GPS. And he's probably right, really, in one way. Really what I found was with the two blades, that calibration was the key, really, at the end of the day, that would solve that wobble. And I think I did a video on that. Now, some of the things I've said in the videos, people have said, no, that's not quite right, Eamon. And it's to do with the lights, basically, what they're trying to tell you. So as you can see here, and I'm sure you guys that have the model have looked at this page, and but just for the newbies, okay, so solid green is GPS status is good, and you can take off. Flashing green, GPS status has been locked, start, switch, and you can start your motors or your rotors. Yellow flashing, helicopter is getting positioning. Now, sometimes I call that a pink flashing, not really yellow. It does come up in yellow in the video, but my one seems to be a kind of pinkish colour. But maybe that's just me. Red flash slowly. So a flashing red light slowly means you have to do a calibration. And I recommend that you do that. Red flash quickly, in other words, the light is flashing very quickly. Receiver has no signal. A blue solid is 3D status, is good, and you can take off. A flashing blue status is 3D status has been locked, and you can start your motors. Purple light is the return to home mode or automatic flight modes, and green to yellow would be low battery power in GPS mode, and the blue to yellow is low battery power in 3D. So I apologize if I got the colors wrong in a few videos, but at the end of the day, I know a lot, but I don't know everything. And really, at the end of the day, I just wanted to acknowledge that some people have said, no, Eamon, when it takes off, it's actually flashing. Well, you see, I never knew that. I thought that the green light would stay solid. And but of course, when you go to take off, it starts flashing. So you can't see that really. Not because of you can't see it because of the canopy. There's no way you can see through those windows, especially when you take off. The top windows, it's very hard to see the light. I think the light is over here, really. Unless you want to cut a hole and put a bit of perspex in it or something. But so look, everyone makes mistakes, and if I had told you that certain lights were for something and they were not, then I apologize sincerely. Great having all of you popping in, and it's a channel that is unmonetized. It's a channel that is unbiased, and if something is basically rubbish, I'm going to tell you, and if it's good, then I'm going to say, look, buy it. And I highly recommend Flywing. They're due to send me a check. No, I'm joking. They're going to send me a whole load of helicopters. No, I'm joking. No. I'm telling you, the helicopter, my helicopter anyway, okay, had a few ups and downs, but you're going to get this with helicopters. But I would highly recommend it, and I certainly highly recommend the 4-blade, the 4-blade instead of the 2-blade. Okay, you get a little bit, maybe 4 minutes less flying time, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure. I think it's around about 4 minutes. But I rather have the 4 blades. The power that comes out of the 4 blades and the lift and everything else is amazing. Okay, thank you very much for joining in. Please support the channel. It's nice to know people are, subscribing and clicking onto the videos, because it won't be always about this helicopter. I'm sure somewhere along the line I'm going to see something, and maybe I might be in a position financially to buy something else, but at the present moment I've put my heart and soul into this. By the way, you can see the size of this sticker. This is what the size I had on the side here, and I said, no, you know what, I need to get a bigger one. It didn't look right. Look at it now. Holy smokes. There you go. God bless. Bye bye from now. Bye bye.